This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
I'm Ray Collins. Up to 6 o'clock now, and John Scalzi joins us with more of the same. You can just record the weather on Monday and go on home for the week, John.
Pretty much. Just call me a Victrola. Anybody know what a Victrola is anymore? I don't think so, right?
That time you did date yourself.
I sure did. No, we do have a little bit of a change in the weather for today. We have a chance at seeing some rain showers around, which is much needed, of course, with all of the dry conditions across the state of Florida. We have some showers over on the other coast already visible on radar at this hour of the morning, so that's an encouraging sign. And those showers are generally tracking on a trajectory that'll take them to our coast later in the afternoon. It's part of a moisture slug that is going to help the entire southern tip of the state produce a few more showers around today. These are not going to be washout rains. We are not going to see a drought-busting rain. In fact, most of us won't see any rain. But at least the rain chance today is at about 20%, which is the highest it has been in a while. And the nature of the showers will be more like patches of drizzle or some very brief light rains. Daytime highs will be warm again, well above average, coming in the mid-80s. And then we'll start to see some changes coming up, I think, as we head into the weekend. We'll talk all about that coming up in just a few. Back to you guys.
All right, looking forward to speaking with you, John. Taking a look at your Suncoast traffic this morning. State Road 70 seeing an increase in traffic, but no traffic really on 301. Also, the Bayshore Gardens area seeing a little bit of congestion. I-75 looking clear as you head into Sarasota County. Pretty quiet throughout that area. There are a few construction projects going on, of course, on Bee Ridge Road, also towards downtown Sarasota. As we head into South County, pretty quiet, a little bit of congestion on Business 41 towards Venice. Other than that, no accidents to report.
6:02 now, topping our news this hour. A student remains hospitalized after a school bus crashed yesterday in Sarasota County. It
happened near the intersection of Proctor Road and Gant Road. This school bus was transporting a dozen special needs students to Oak Park School when, according to state troopers, a car pulled out in front of the bus. The driver of that car was making a left turn, forcing the bus to swerve off the road and into a power pole. Nearly a dozen homes and 2 schools in the area temporarily lost power. Meanwhile, 16 people were treated at the scene. 11 had to be taken to the hospital, and 7 of them were students.
I saw a few kids with their parents, walk away. I did see a couple on a stretcher, but they were sitting up, so I assumed that they were, just shaken up, but okay.
All of those students attended Oak Park School, and the 7 injured are identified as special needs students. The principal of Oak Park School said that created several extra challenges.
Some of the stimuli that was going on at the scene, the sirens, people talking, the responders, all of that was a lot for some of my students who are nonverbal. So they were there just there talking. So once I gave them names, when you speak to a student and you address them by their name, that's confirming to them to know that everything is okay, that someone knows me.
We will keep you updated on that child's condition as it becomes available both on air and online at mysuncoast.com.
New this morning, a Palmetto police captain is on paid leave this morning. According to the Bradenton Herald, this man, Stephen Greer, is under investigation for possible policy violation. The police chief said he couldn't elaborate, though he did say the case is not criminal in nature. This is not Greer's first controversy. Back in 2002, he was fired for allegedly texting a 16-year-old girl nearly 200 times. He fought that termination and was later reinstated.
Firefighters in Florida continue to be on high alert as more than 100 wildfires burn across the state, with 23 consuming more than 100 acres each. Now, all of this is happening while the state has yet to reach the lightning-filled warmer months coming. Since the start of the year, the Florida Forest Services has recorded over 1,400 wildfires, collectively consuming nearly 70,000 acres. Fire Services has now kicked off a pre-planned wildfire awareness week at the state capitol, with Governor Rick Scott issuing an executive order that declared a state of emergency across Florida due to those increased wildfires. That order is intended to make it easier for agencies to share firefighting resources.
These fires are dangerous, and we are blessed to have such brave firefighters in Florida to rush to the aid of our communities and protect us from the flames.
What happens is you have a record wet year like last year. It stimulates a lot of growth in the woods. You grow a lot of underbrush, a lot of tender things. Then it stops raining, all of that dries up, and it's kindling material.
Firefighters have been deployed to combat those wildfires in the Everglades and to also battle a 300-acre fire near tourist-heavy International Drive, which is in Orlando. The Forest Service says about 90% of the wildfires in Florida so far this year have been caused by humans. And while crews around the state battle those wildfires, there's also a burning issue in southern Sarasota County. Bobeth Yates has the story.
From north to south Florida, wildfires continue to pop up throughout the state, including one here at Potter Park in Sarasota. And even though the cause of the fires may be different, the dry condition is feeding all of them.
We are facing a statewide situation with a significant drought in most counties. Sarasota County is one of those.
Jay Bailey with Sarasota County Fire Department says they spent the past 24 hours putting out a blaze in the wooded area on the backside of Potter Park.
We had a small brush fire out here. The crews came out and quickly knocked it down. This morning it flared up a little bit more.
According to Bailey, the blaze began in front of this bench from what appears to be a campfire. The campers even left behind remnants of their cigarette packet. And while the official cause of the fire has not yet been released, Bailey speculates the blaze jumped from the campfire to nearby trees and then continued to spread, so far burning about a quarter acre.
We live in this area and I have 2 small children. We're from Colorado where there's big fires and it is something to take seriously.
The fire makes everybody nervous, especially when there's no help in sight, but we have some good fire departments around here.
With the help from the Sarasota Sheriff's helicopter, about 100 gallons of water was dropped on the blaze. Fire crews also worked with the Parks Division to prevent more flare-ups. But wildfire crews have been able to manage this and other blazes that have occurred in recent weeks. Bailey says because of the dry conditions, we're not out of the woods just yet.
The real threat is going to become in May, late May and June when we start getting the lightning.
Sarasota County fire officials say this Potter Park fire is almost 100% contained, though they will continue to monitor it for flare-ups during the next couple days. Bobeth Yates, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Well, get this, the city of Venice has a coyote problem. Yeah, coyotes running rampant for years on the island, some in broad daylight. Many worry the population might be growing. Some residents had close encounters. Some dogs have been attacked. The Florida Wildlife Commission and Venice Police are taking action to hope to raise awareness what residents can do to avoid these coyotes.
We're going to pass out the coyote pamphlets, make people aware that their neighbors and friends and whoever in the area are sighting them.
It's worse this year than it was last year, and it's far worse than when we got here.
The Florida Wildlife Commission will also investigate where the coyotes' dens are located on the island. I wouldn't know what to do if I saw a coyote.
I know, I wouldn't either. I'm always scared. I'm worried about dogs, you know,
oh,
when you get
yeah.
in that situation.
Real issue there. Also in Venice, some residents say one stretch of road has become very dangerous. The problem there, no sidewalks.
ABC 7's Rick Adams has more on those changes that the city of Venice is looking to bring to Bayshore Drive.
This sign indicates just how dangerous Bayshore Drive in Venice can be. A dog belonging to one of the homeowners on this road was struck and killed by a car. There are no sidewalks for the mile-and-a-half stretch of road that connects with Laguna Drive. Joan and Danny Piper are just some of the folks who live on Bayshore Drive who are pushing hard for sidewalks.
It is frightening. We've had several incidents on the streets where cars have ended up in the grass. We've had a lot of close calls.
Neighbors say these close calls happen even when they drop off or pick up mail from their mailbox because the road is so narrow and there are cars speeding by. It's a road where many people ride their bicycles, jog, or just walk. We caught up with Shirley Ricci and her husband as they were on their Tuesday night stroll. They own 2 properties on this stretch of road.
People take their life in their own hands on this street.
On Tuesday, a group of residents urged the Venice City Council to do something about this problem. City officials say it is a very challenging location to add sidewalks because there isn't much room to work with, but they tell us they are going to do what they can to make this happen.
City Council directed us to move forward with looking at conceptual plans and cost estimates so that we can determine what would be a viable option in that location. Our initial very rough estimates is about $1.5 million for a 6-foot wide sidewalk on one side of the road.
For folks like the Pipers and the Ricci's, safety for them, their neighbors, and anybody who uses Bayshore Drive is of utmost importance.
You can put a sidewalk on either side, I'd be quite happy. No problem. Build it.
Next up with all this possible sidewalk project is expected to be part of the city's capital projects meeting in early May. In the meantime, folks on Bayshore Drive will have to continue to be extra careful so a tragedy like the one with this dog doesn't happen again.
It is a very serious concern to us. It's dangerous.
In Venice, I'm Rick Adams, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Governor Rick Scott is recognizing a Suncoast teacher for her work in Sarasota County schools. He'll be presenting Sandy Waite and 3 other Florida teachers with the Governor's Shine Award. Waite is a 4th grade teacher at Southside Elementary School. She is the 2016 District Elementary Literacy Teacher of the Year and also the 2016 Florida Reading Association's Elementary Teacher of the Year. In a statement, Scott said, "I am proud to present these 4 educators with the Governor's Shine Award today and recognize their outstanding efforts to educate Florida's next generation of leaders." So big congratulations to all of those teachers.
Remember when you'd see a teacher out in public as a kid? It was like seeing a celebrity.
Yes.
It
Wow,
was.
there's Mrs. Smith.
Exactly. Mom, look who it is.
You still see that. I mean,
Yeah.
teachers are recognized all the time out there.
Yeah.
They should be, as they should be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember Miss McConaughey this
Yes?
day.
Any stories?
Oh, yeah. I mean, she invited the whole family down to her farm. It was the first time I ever saw a lamb.
Very nice.
Told me all about the history of farming and such. And it was pretty impressive back in the day. Showers in the forecast, perhaps a little bit, a few. We'll talk about that today.
And as tax day approaches, John, the IRS is warning you to be on guard for scams. What security measures taxpayers should be taking.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Nobody beats Subaru in service, quality, vehicle quality, and overall quality. And ALG named Subaru the 2017 top brand for residual value. Now lease the most fuel-efficient vehicle in its class, a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month. Or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Air temperature comes in at a pleasant but warmer than average, 62 degrees. We have a dew point value that's nice. That's coming in at 55, and that feels pretty comfortable. We have a little fair weather cloudiness comes by from time to time. Clouds will be building today compared to yesterday, I think, because of a little bit of moisture headed our way that may, just may, fingers crossed, bring a little bit of rainfall, hopefully more than I think it will. We're looking for a northeast wind coming in at about 6, and temperatures across the region are pleasant, coming in around the 60-degree mark. A little bit warmer right along the immediate coast where we have 64 degrees, 62 degrees, 66 degrees. Oh, by the way, speaking of coast, Moat Marine observers out yesterday sampling the air quality at our various beaches have great news. With a general easterly wind flow that we've had for several days in a row now, the Moat Marine spotters found no irritants in the air at any of the area beaches. So that's good news. That's not to say that there isn't red tide still in the water in patches, but those concentrations have come down. And in the air, at least at the beaches, nobody was suffering too terribly bad. So here's our chance for rainfall today. We have had, over the last several days, a big ridge of high pressure that's kind of suppressed the rain shower chances. Well, today, we have a frontal boundary approaching that high, and it will kind of nibble away at the feet of this high pressure ridge and kind of break it down just a little bit so that its influence over the state of Florida will be slightly lessened. Now, that said, the easterly wind flow is only the one ingredient that we need. The second is a little bit of moisture that's over here by the Bahamas. And with an easterly wind flow, it's bringing that moisture closer to the state of Florida. So now Becky in Mayaca phoned in with her 50-degree temperature reading, saying she was excited about a rain event. I don't want to get anybody too excited about this. I wouldn't exactly characterize it as a rain event. If we're lucky, we'll get a few scattered showers around and maybe some patches of drizzle today. I don't think it'll do much to alleviate the deficit in our rainfall bucket, but hopefully it will bring us a little bit of extra moisture around, which is needed. You can see that cloud cover approaching from the other coast, and that will be gradually increasing our cloud cover during the second half of the day. First half of the day, we'll probably have a little bit more sunshine, and that'll boost our temperatures up pretty quickly. So we'll go with about a daytime high of 85, again, well above average. And over the next several days, we're going to lose the rainfall chance once again as that high begins to strengthen. And as we head into the weekend with that strengthening high, I think our rain chances are pretty minimal, and our daytime highs are going to be above average. Back to you.
Thank you, John. Little slowdown on State Road 64 heading toward the interstate right now in Manatee County. Also a couple of slowdowns in either direction just north of State Road 70 on 301. Farther south now on our maps into Sarasota County. First off, we see a slowdown northbound 301 toward Newtown. Also Fruitville picking up already this morning, mostly toward the interstate. Bee Ridge has that ongoing construction project. Farther south now on the maps, we'll check southern Sarasota County, and nothing to report as you wake up at 6:19 on this Tuesday morning. When it comes to income taxes, there's a lot of crime involved. Last year, the IRS says it stopped 1 million phony returns that were looking to reclaim some $7 billion they didn't deserve.
Well, still more than 500,000 taxpayers did have their identities and refunds stolen. ABC's Rebecca Jarvis has more.
It doesn't take much for a scammer to take advantage of unsuspecting taxpayers. Having your name, date of birth, and social security number is about all it takes. And despite aggressive efforts by the IRS to stop these thieves, hundreds of thousands of us will again fall victim.
The first person to file as you is assumed to be you. And then when the real you files, the system says, well, wait a minute, I already did that one.
And if this happens,
you'll need to contact the IRS right away and fill out an identity theft affidavit. And you should also file a police report to document the crime. Now, the good news is you will eventually get your refund, but the bad news is it could take up to an extra 180 days.
Every year, the IRS warns taxpayers to be on guard for scams, especially during tax season. At the top of their list, phone scams, criminals posing as IRS agents threatening you with financial risk, police arrest, even deportation. Next, phishing, sketchy emails or websites designed to steal your personal information. And then fake tax preparers who set up shop just to perpetrate refund fraud and identity theft.
If you've been a victim of a data breach, you might do a great job cleaning up your credit report, but that won't stop identity thieves from trying to file one of these fake tax returns. And the only way to prevent it is to guard your Social Security number as closely as possible and to file your tax return early to beat the scammers to the punch.
Rebecca Jarvis, ABC News, New York.
You do your taxes yet, I hope?
I am actually doing them today. Kind of a little bit late on that ball, but I am doing them today.
Oh,
so
good.
I can get them in on time.
Deadline's coming up.
Thank you for that reminder.
Yes. 6:21, still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
We'll get a glimpse of what happened moments before things escalated aboard that United Airlines flight where one passenger was dragged off. That's next in your GMA First Look.
Hi, I'm Alan Bristow. This is Bob Vitello. We're chefs here at Apron's Cooking School. Bob, what do you have on for us today?
Well, today we're going to do something from our cooking school, all right? And this is our spring grilling class. We're going to show you how to grill at home or, outside. We're going to do a nice dessert. On here, we have pineapple that I kind of grilled already.
Okay.
Grilled pineapple's cool. And what's so cool about it? Once you grill it, what happens?
Gets sweeter.
Yeah, we like to ask questions, everybody.
It gets
so
sweeter.
when you got that griller, we're going to take some pound cake, everybody. Pound cake. What you do with pound cake is you go to Publix Bakery and buy them. So right here, or we could show you how to make a pound cake. We're going to put a little pound cake on there. Now, pound cake, you have to be very careful because it's a pound of butter, a pound of sugar, and a pound of flour. It'll burn on you. So now we're going to make a nice salsa with this. Mr. Bristow is going to keep an eye on that.
I've got it for you, Bob.
Thank you. Okay, over here, we are going to take our wonderful, never do that at home, everyone, our wonderful pineapple and just dice that up. We're going to make a pineapple blueberry salsa. And then we're just going to kind of dice that up a little bit, put it right into here. Then we're going to take some blueberries, fresh blueberries, love it, right into here with this. Now, this is something that me and Alan love, so we're not going to lie to you, everybody at home. We're going to put cilantro in here. We can't stand cilantro, but you probably like it, so you put it in. So I'm going to put it in for you at home. A little bit of cilantro and a little serrano chili, all right?
Nice. Not too hot.
Not too hot. If you don't want it in there, don't put it in. A little lime juice, just like so. And this is how we do it, just because we can, all right? A little lime juice, a little salt, a little pepper. And this is, it sounds weird, but these flavors, except for the cilantro, you're good to go, man, is going to go really nice with this.
Hey, thanks for joining us today. For more backyard grilling tips and tricks, sign up at Publix Cooking School for the spring grilling cooking class on May 11th. You can do that at publix.com/cooking schools. Always a great night out. Thank you all very much.
Cool. See ya.
Now's a perfect time to create a custom system with California Closets. During our Door and Drawer event, save up to $500 on beautiful doors and drawers for any room. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Don't miss Southwest Florida's largest barbecue and bluegrass event, Friday, April 14th and Saturday, April 15th, when the 8th annual Suncoast Barbecue and Bluegrass Bash returns to Venice. Bring the whole family and enjoy genuine competition barbecue and award-winning bluegrass entertainment. Please join us for a finger-licking and hot-picking good time, April 14th and 15th at the Suncoast Barbecue and Bluegrass Bash. Free admission, parking, entertainment, and family activities. Get all the details at suncoastbarbecuebash.com.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
Looking for carpet? Look no further. Minnesota Flooring has Smart Strand carpet as low as $1.79 per square foot. Installed, no add-ons or extras. Unbelievable? Minnesota Flooring can have in-stock carpet installed in your home in 48 hours for as low as $1.99 per square foot. Don't miss these prices. Visit Minnesota Flooring today.
Whether a family member needs a little extra help around the house, assistance recovering from a hospital stay, or someone to check in on them throughout the week, Right at Home's in-home care is the answer. Your loved one deserves the right care, and now we need caregivers to help give the right care for the right reasons, the right way. At Right at Home, we're one of the only private home health agencies in this area with the opportunity to earn paid time off. If you're someone who loves helping people, take a look at our website and click on Jobs to join our team today.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
Something different to show you this morning. A new store in towards Central Sarasota Parkway, Sprouts Farmers Market. Look at that,
Oh
indeed.
my goodness.
A line outside the door. The place opens for the first time at 7 o'clock this morning, and it's already a line outside.
Yeah, and it is a 26,000 square foot building. Now that is the second of that chain to open in Florida. It's actually based in Phoenix, so pretty big area to be bringing it right here to Sarasota. I know I'm looking forward to heading out there sometime today, but if that line continues to look like that throughout the day, I don't know.
Yeah, so that's US 41 down by the Beneva area.
Yeah, and so the good thing about Sprouts is they have a lot of more of those fresher, organic products, and so sometimes it's kind of harder to find those at typical grocery stores, and if there's no farmer's market open that day, so it can be a little difficult.
Very good. All right, 6:27 now on your Wednesday morning.
Well, there's more turbulence for United Airlines as outrage grows over a passenger who was dragged off a flight in Chicago. United watching their stock take a nosedive yesterday, losing $255 million in just one day.
Well, more now from ABC's Alex Perez.
In this morning's GMA First Look, 69-year-old Dr. David Dow's family says he is still recovering at a Chicago hospital after being dragged off of that United Airlines flight Sunday. His lawyer releasing this statement Tuesday, appreciative of the outpouring of prayers, concern, and support.
I'm appreciative and have to work tomorrow, 8 o'clock.
This morning, our first look at the moments before things escalated. Dow talking to the airport officers after he was told he had to get off of the full flight to make room for United employees.
No, I'm not going.
The company's CEO, Oscar Munoz, criticized for his unsympathetic response, initially calling Dow disruptive and belligerent, now directly apologizing to Dow, saying no one should ever be mistreated this way. And coming up at 7 a.m., the United CEO sits down with ABC News for an exclusive interview. With your GMA First Look, I'm Alex Perez, ABC News, Chicago.
Some people say we live at Burlington, and you know what? She's been here like 3 times this month.
Burlington has new stuff all the time. The prices are amazing. This wasn't here last week. I'm coming back tomorrow.
At least I know where to find you.
He's got the cash, he's got a condo, he's got a car, he's got a career. But that still doesn't mean he gets you. Time to shine. Orbit.
Allergies with nasal congestion? Find fast relief behind the counter with Claritin D. Strut past that aisle for the allergy relief that starts working in as little as 30 minutes and contains the best oral decongestant. Live Claritin Clear with Claritin D.
Lattes are my life's work, but now I have been replaced. Fabulous! International Delight One Touch Latte. Make your own latte.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the blingiest of them all? You are, with Spectralite diamonds, all gorgeous and affordable. Only found at Creative Gems, where you always get big bling for little ching.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Since 2014, Addiction Hope and Helpline has answered calls for recovery and treatment 24/7, 365 days a year. If you're depressed, drinking, using drugs, or taking pills, call now and talk to someone who cares.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Most insurance covers substance abuse. You can get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call 800-622-1941. 800-622-1941.
It's the season of savings right now during the spring clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can own one for just $24,999. Or get one of America's longest lasting pickups and save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
This Saturday only, save 40% off factory direct windows. Bring in your measurements for on-the-spot pricing.
Don't hate me because I'm blingable. Get your bling on with affordable Spectralite diamonds exclusively at Created Gems in Gold and Silver, where you always get big bling for little ching.
Next on Good Morning Suncoast, tensions grow between the U.S. and Russia as Secretary of State Rex Tillerson is set to meet with the Russian foreign minister. We'll have the latest.
Plus, a man is in the hospital after being burned by an e-cigarette in an airport. What he's doing now and what his family plans to do next.
And later, just how accurate are fitness trackers when monitoring your heart rate? We'll talk about the latest study looking at popular fit bands and health monitors.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
And just a peek of daylight begins, not quite so dark out there. 6:33 on this Wednesday morning. Glad you're with us. I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Certainly a warm weekend shaping up for the Easter holiday. Let's check in with John Scalzi.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a couple of degrees above average once again this weekend as well. And today is going to be on the warm side of average. But we have a chance at seeing some rain showers. Yippee! Those rain showers over on the other coast, part of a little slug of moisture coming in out of the Bahamas that's gradually drifting closer to us. That combined with kind of a weakening area of high pressure and a lot of sunshine to start off the morning gives us about a 20% chance of seeing some of those showers. Actually make it across the peninsula into our neck of the woods later in the afternoon and into the evening. Now, it won't be a rain out. You're not going to be seeing a drought-busting rain here, but, you know, at least we'll get a little something, a drizzle, 1/100th of an inch if you're lucky enough to be on the receiving side of one of those showers. Rain chance, only 20%. Daytime high in the mid-80s. Complete forecast coming up in just a few.
All right, talk to you soon. John, checking the roads right now. A little build up there out of downtown Bradenton on 14th Street West, also known as US 41. Busy there around the Cortez interchange as well. Farther south into Sarasota County, we'll see a little slowdown on Fruitville Road. Also, it looks like a little construction project out by Cattleman, out by the Target Plaza there on Fruitville. Bee Ridge, slow due to that construction project ongoing there forever. And South County, some slowdown southbound on 41 all the way from Nokomis down toward Northport. 6:35 right now. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson is meeting now with his Russian counterpart today. This comes amid increased tensions between the U.S. and Russia.
It also follows some of the strongest language yet from the Trump administration regarding the Russia-backed Syrian regime of Bashar al-Assad. Reed Binion has more.
They didn't look shocked. They didn't look surprised. I think that they know, yeah.
U.S. envoy to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, telling CNN point blank that she believes Russia knew of the deadly chemical attack on Syrian civilians beforehand.
I think that if you look at the fact that when this information came out, they were so quick to defend, and then the evidence comes out, and we see exactly what it is.
Haley casting Moscow as nervous and increasingly isolated, with other U.S. officials charging that Russia was trying to cover up the chemical attack. The atrocity now set to be the focus of meetings Wednesday between Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. The looming question of what Russia knew and when coming amid a sharper tone from President Trump himself regarding Syrian leader Bashar al-Assad.
When you drop gas or bombs or barrel bombs, they have these massive barrels with dynamite. This is an animal.
Trump seeming to take a harder line on Assad by the day, criticizing both his regime and Russia in some of the harshest terms yet in an interview with Fox Business Network.
Frankly, Putin is backing a person that's truly an evil person. I think it's very bad for Russia. I think it's very bad for mankind.
Both Haley and the White House now saying that stabilizing Syria will require Assad stepping down. Haley maintaining that the administration would neither commit to future military action there nor rule it out. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer is apologizing for saying Syrian President Bashar al-Assad is worse than Adolf Hitler. When answering a question about Russia's knowledge in last week's Syrian chemical attack, Spicer said Hitler, quote, didn't even sink to using chemical weapons during World War II. Audible gasps were heard within the press room, and that remark was immediately criticized online. Spicer then continued to stumble in that press conference, trying to defend the comment, saying while he realized Hitler did use gas chambers to exterminate millions of people, at least he didn't drop chemicals from the air. Spicer then continued to apologize, telling CNN's Wolf Blitzer it was a mistake to make the comparison.
Frankly, I mistakenly used an inappropriate and insensitive reference to the Holocaust, for which, frankly, there is no comparison. And for that, I apologize. It was a mistake to do that.
The comment comes as Jewish people all over the world are celebrating Passover. The White House even hosted a Seder dinner on Monday night. A man is in the hospital this morning after he was badly burned inside a Nevada airport before his return flight to Florida.
And police believe an e-cigarette may be to blame. We do want to warn you, some of these pictures may be disturbing to viewers. Parker Collins has the story.
Scott and his wife were planning to fly home to Florida Sunday. He says something in his pocket exploded before they boarded, after they passed through security. Scott was badly burned. It was so bad, he's at the UMC burn unit away from his kids for at least the next few weeks. The airport says it's trying to figure out what exactly happened. Right now, authorities think it was an e-cig battery that did this. But as for Scott and his wife, they say they're still not sure exactly what happened.
To turn around and see that happening is your worst nightmare. There's nothing that you can prepare yourself for that.
Scott could be in the burn unit in a room just like this one for weeks or even months without seeing his children. All he wants right now are answers.
Other news now. Take Stock in Children is bringing new summer camps to Manatee County. The company is, the nonprofit is launching creativity camps offering unique experiences for kids from 4th grade through 12th grade. It starts this summer. The camps will offer one-on-one mentoring, college scholarships, and hope for qualifying students who can't afford a college education. Creativity camps will begin programs this June and July with themes revolving around science, art, and technology. This is National Library Week, and yesterday they set aside time to pay tribute to library workers. Sarasota County has 9 libraries, soon to be 10. The newest library will be in the Northport area on the campus of Northport Technical College. Technology has actually increased a great deal in our libraries.
There's an average of about 10,000 people a day who actually walk into one of our libraries, but scores and scores and tens of thousands more access our resources online.
Each year, the most beautiful library is named in the state, and this year, the Gulfgate Library was named the most beautiful in Florida. A very new library there in Gulfgate.
What a good accolade for that.
Yeah, they certainly have diversified more than just books and libraries these days.
Oh, absolutely. It's the new community center.
Yeah, good point.
It really is. I mean, you can take classes there.
Yeah, lots of different classes.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I love libraries. Looking at some pretty decent weather shaping up for you today. Maybe a chance of some rainfall. Yippee, hooray.
What was that dance you did again?
Oh, yeah, the rain dance. Right? Yeah, that'd be awesome if we got a little bit of rainfall around here. Chances are not that great, but at least there's something. We'll talk about it in a second.
Still ahead, how Star Wars screen legends are working together to help out a good cause. That and the school menus.
My Hometown Fest is coming to Nathan Benderson Park Saturday, April 15th. Join us for culinary favorites from across the U.S. paired with your favorite craft beers. There's also great live music and activities for adults and kids. Buy your tickets today at myhometownfest.org.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
I was always worried and scared. Mom was in pain. She wasn't going to get any better, and all the trips to the ER were painful for all of us. Then we called Tidewell Hospice, and everything changed. Now she has care in our home when she needs it, surrounded by family. We know we don't have much time left with Mom, but we decided to make the best out of that time. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Tickets are going fast for My Hometown Fest, being held from noon till 5 p.m. Saturday, April 15th at Nathan Benderson Park. Enjoy foods from 40 area restaurants, 60-plus craft beers, live music, and lots of fun. Buy your tickets today at myhometownfest.org.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
62 the air temperature, a comfortable 55 dew point and a northeast wind. Across the region, temperatures are generally hugging the 60-degree mark, a little bit warmer right along the immediate coast where you can add about 4 or 5 degrees onto it. So this is a product that is produced by the Forestry Service, and it has two different versions. The one uses a forecast. The other uses the actual readings of the weather at the time it's produced, the actual current conditions. So this is the forecast map because the one for current conditions hasn't come out yet today, and it puts Manatee County in the very high category for fire danger today. Now, yesterday, the one that was produced for actual current conditions had Manatee County in the extreme category. So I wouldn't be surprised if when the updated current conditions version of this map comes out, if they do not just upgrade Manatee County back into the extreme category. We'll see how that plays out. But in any event, the fire danger is high once again today. Here's our chance of rainfall. A front approaches, takes the high pressure ridge, which has suppressed our showers over the last several days, and kind of lessens its impact just a little bit. In addition, humid air over the Bahamas kind of drifts toward the state of Florida. The combination of that, the combination of sea breezes, the combination of some daytime high temperatures will hopefully bring around a few scattered showers, particularly from about Sarasota southward. You can already see them beginning over on the other coast, and they're trying to drift in this direction. They'll have a better time with that little extra moisture of actually making the trek all the way across the peninsula. Otherwise, deep south airport hubs of Atlanta and Raleigh, Durham, and Charlotte all look good. Most of the nation quiet. That's our upstream weather that we will enjoy as we head into Easter. The frontal boundaries themselves will basically just kind of fall apart without that front ever making it into our neck of the woods. We're left with mostly sunny and warm conditions today. Late afternoon clouds, breezy, and some showers hopefully around as we head into the anywhere from 3 o'clock to evening hours. 20% chance we'll give it of some showers today, and so far the weekend looks to be absolutely beautiful. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, John. Taking a look at Suncoast roadways this morning, a little bit of traffic as you head into downtown Bradenton, also up towards Palmetto, and Cortez and 41 seeing an increase in traffic in both directions. State Road 70 and 301, typical congestion as it normally is at 6:46 on this Wednesday morning. In Sarasota County, there is an accident, it looks like, towards 75, up towards Fruitville Road as well. If that would pop up on the maps as we head south into South County, pretty quiet throughout that area on this Wednesday morning. In your health news this morning, just how accurate are those fitness trackers you have when it comes to monitoring your heart rate?
Researchers found that while devices like smartwatches and wristbands are not as precise as the monitors you get at doctors' offices, they're accurate enough to fit the needs of the recreational user. Researchers looked at how the trackers work for 40 healthy middle-aged adults. Compared with EKG and against each other, accuracy lessened in all the devices during increased activity. So the bottom line is they're good, but they're not exactly accurate.
Exactly, as with most things are in technology.
That's true. Entertainment news now. Lucasfilms uses the power of the Force for a good cause. Willie Nelson hits the concert trail, and Charlize Theron has a sexy new spy role.
Well, here's Douglas Hyde with your Hollywood Minute.
Hey guys, Mark and Daisy here, and you're going to want to listen to this.
Lucasfilm is raising money for UNICEF and the Starlight Children's Foundation with a special sweepstakes that gives Star Wars fans a chance to win some pretty cool prizes.
An overnight stay at Skywalker Ranch, a chance to appear in the upcoming Han Solo movie, and my personal favorite, a trip to LA to join me and the cast at the world premiere of Star Wars The Last Jedi.
Click over to omaze.com/Star Wars for more info. Willie Nelson is hitting the concert road again and is bringing some high-profile friends along for the ride. Bob Dylan and Sheryl Crow are among the big names joining him on the Outlaw Music Festival Tour, which kicks off July 1st in New Orleans. Tickets go on sale April 21st.
Be who you are. Why live only a quarter mile at a time when you can live your whole life that way?
Charlize Theron plays the villain in the upcoming Fate of the Furious, but is one of the good guys in Atomic Blonde, hitting theaters July 28th. Theron plays a British spy who has to nab a special file to keep her fellow agents from getting killed. Here's a sneak peek from the brand new trailer.
David Persons, your contact. Welcome to Berlin. I'm David. Don't shoot. I've got your shoe.
In Hollywood, I'm Douglas Hyde.
All right, well, coming up on Good Morning Suncoast.
Why are these people waiting in line right now in Sarasota County? We'll tell you why after this.
Now's a perfect time to create a custom system with California Closets. During our Door and Drawer event, save up to $500 on beautiful doors and drawers for any room. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
So many times we underestimate the human spirit's drive to recover. We often see people surpass what any of us might have expected initially. The Rehabilitation Pavilion at Sarasota Memorial is the top of the line. It allows us to really bring the patient's recovery to the next level.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah. Since 2004, Embracing Our Differences has used the power of art and education to promote diversity. One way it accomplishes this is through its annual outdoor exhibition of 45 billboard-sized works of art, each accompanied by an inspirational quote. Join us in creating a community that is inclusive for all, where differences are embraced and individuality is celebrated. We invite you to celebrate the voices and visions of diversity and inclusion at this year's exhibit at Sarasota's Island Park.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
We've kept you in suspense. Brand new store opening in 7 minutes. You wouldn't think that's that big of a deal, right? Look at this. Line of people outside the door. I can't recall that happening since the Trader Joe's opened a few years ago.
Yeah, it's been one of
huge deal. It has to do with food.
I know. It's been
Food
talked
in this
about
town.
for a while. All year it's been talked about.
I know.
How many times do any retail establishments have that kind of reaction?
I know.
Food. Again, I stress food.
Lots of food. So that is, folks, in case you want, that's US 41 down south of Beneva, outside the city of Sarasota into Sarasota County.
Yeah, and one of our directors were telling us that his wife and her group of friends, it's all been this big talk of the town kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to go there and check it out, get some fresh organic produce.
There you go. Opens in 7 minutes. But first, checking the headlines, a student remains hospitalized after a school bus crash while taking students to Oak Park School. It happened after a man turned in front of the bus, causing it to swerve into a power pole. 16 people were treated for injuries, including 7 special needs students.
Plus, Palmetto Police Captain Stephen Greer is on paid administrative leave this morning. An internal investigation is underway into possible policy violations. The police chief says that investigation is not criminal.
City of Venice looking to make some changes as complaints grow about the lack of sidewalks on Bayshore Drive. The city says it's a difficult area to add sidewalks, but they'll do what they can do.
All right, taking a look at Suncoast traffic this morning, increasing throughout Manatee County. State Road 7301 seeing an increase in traffic as well. I-75 looking clear as you head into Sarasota County. Looks like there is an accident towards 75 in Fruitville. Other than that, as we head into South County, pretty quiet throughout that area. A little bit of congestion towards Business 41. John?
Looking at a good day today, we'll have a lot of sunshine to start off the morning, followed by increasing clouds in the afternoon, and maybe, just maybe, a chance at a shower or two. Not drought-busting rain, but maybe a shower or two later today.
All right, the first full moon of spring, called the pink moon, putting on quite a show in the sky this week. Check out the images. Although it may not exactly be pink, its name comes from it signaling the blossoming of the pink wildflower. The moon is also called the egg moon, the Easter moon, and the fish moon.
That all makes sense. It's Easter soon. Looks like an egg. It's pink like a Easter egg, I suppose.
It's beautiful, you know,
It is very pretty.
and we've had some nice shots of it on our tower cam as well during the morning hours as it sinks over the Gulf, so it's kind of pretty. But it kind of interfered with my Jupiter viewing the other night.
Is that right?
Well, how dare it?
I know. We made the sky a little brighter than I had hoped that it would have been.
You know, John and I could do so well as a team on Jeopardy. Because everything he cares about, I don't know about. No, he doesn't really know about. So we are a great compliment. Let's apply as a team.
Can you do that? Have they ever done that? Have they ever had teams? I can't remember them
What
ever
am I,
doing
chopped liver?
No.
Yeah, no, you're in there too, kiddo.
I like
You're in
Family
there, too.
Feud. I like Family Feud. I could do well on that.
Enjoy your Wednesdays, folks. Should be a nice one.
Stick around. Good Morning America is coming up next.